Good morning everybody, welcome to our presentation. We are Eline, Leon, Marike, Shanna, Niels and Jill. We are very glad that you are watching our presentation this morning. Today we are going to present our export plan for Fruitfunk to Canada. The table of contents. First we are going to tell you a little bit about Fruitfunk. Then we are going to tell you why we are exporting to Canada and the reasons for it. Then we will discuss the results of the desk research and the field research. After that, the SWOT analysis, confrontation matrix and main problem will be discussed. And after that, we will tell you our advice for Fruitfunk and the implementation plan.
Fruitfunk is founded in 2014 by Rob de Weert and Daan Schapendorp. These two Dutchmen started the company because they believe that fun and healthy snacking for children is possible. The company wants to make the pampering of children tasty and funny. The company contributes to this belief by offering responsible and healthy alternatives for children. Fruitfunk strives to be 100% natural. The company offers products consisting of fruit only, but also products with delicious combination of fruit and vegetables. By using real fruit of the products, Fruitfunk offers a product that is tasty and still contains fibers, vitamins and minerals that occur naturally in fruits.
The final count shows at last, after our investigation, the final counts were New Zealand, the United States and Canada. So, New Zealand didn't make it because of the small market and the big competitors, and the economy is not going well. And the United States didn't make it because of the uncertainties with the new president Donald Trump and of the failing of the TTIP agreement with the European Union. And the final country choice was Canada. The main reason was CETA agreement with the European Union. And after that contract, it's very interesting for Fruitfunk to handle with Canada. Also, the level of prosperity of Canada is pretty high. Eating healthy is a trending topic. And spending on healthy foods is expected to grow in Canada with 1.6%. And the supermarkets prefer to have a healthy assortment and have their own departments.
Well, we're going to discuss the results of the desk research. First of all, there is a problem in Canada, and the problem is obese. Almost a quarter of the Canadian inhabitants has this problem and is dealing with obese. And obesity becomes more severe and fitness levels are decreasing. Second of all, the result of all this obese problem is that they're looking for products that are healthier and less damaging for their weight. And it's good to know that the most of the children live in the southern states of Canada, and that's Quebec, British Columbia and Ontario. And more people in these states especially are becoming more conscious about food and wants to know all about it, and especially about healthy food. And there are no competitors in Canada selling exactly the same product, so that's very interesting for Fruitfunk. And as Niels already mentioned, there is an agreement between the European Union and Canada, and that's the CETA, and that's very interesting.
A result of panel discussions with our consumers in Canada is that people in Canada are more aware of it now. That's why parents want their children to eat and snack healthy. Only the problem is that parents don't have time to make a healthy snack because they're always in a rush. Also, consumers think Fruitfunk's products will have a great potential on the Canadian market. Because there are no products exactly the same like Fruitfunk, and also the design of the packages with Disney fairy tales is great to reach the younger target group. Both parents and children were very enthusiastic of the design of the product. The result of the panel discussion with our experts is that Fruitfunk needs different licenses to export fruits into Canada. There are some requirements that have to be met when Fruitfunk exports fruits into Canada. They also said when Fruitfunk transports their products, they should do by air freight. Because Fruitfunk is a starting company with a little experience and money, it is important in the beginning little amounts will be transported to Canada to see if the product has a potential on the market. And also important local presence is needed to take care of the cargo, over the cargo.
If you look at the competition of Canada, there are 5 big competitions. There's NatureBugs, Naked Snacks, that's online selling companies. And there are companies that sell the wall stores and the big supermarkets. That's currency, Way Better Snacks and Tafel Food. They are not targeting on the same target group as Fruitfunk, so there's the opportunity for Fruitfunk to target their own group, and that are children.
Now the SWOT analysis. As you can see, there are some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. I'm not going to explain them all, but I'll give you some time to take a look at them. As you can see, the first strength is Fruitfunk is backed up by a big investment company named BOM. I'm going to explain something more about that later. The first weakness is it's a young company with very little experience and resources. The first opportunity is more people are becoming conscious about food, and the first threat is big competition in healthy snack industry. The confrontation matrix, as you can see, there are 9 issues in the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, which are further explained in our report.
And then we come to the main problem. It's based on the following issue. The strength of Fruitfunk is the fact that they provide products for the increasing market for healthy snacks, and the fact that Canada is a country with growing obese. This country is a country that is seeking for a solution. They want to have healthy products which are less damaging for weight, especially at a younger age. And Fruitfunk has this solution. And the option is based on the following theories, as you can read on the board. And with this option, the focus will be on product leadership. This means that Fruitfunk will excellence in product innovation and branding marketing. The focus is on development, innovation, design, time to market, high margins in a short period. Because Canada has a big obese problem, this is the right time for Fruitfunk to export their products to Canada. And with a focus on product leadership, they will have the biggest chance to develop a strategy with higher results and new innovations that will be needed to be successful on the Canadian market.
We're now going to talk about the advice of Fruitfunk for Canada.
And we will start with the goals. The short-term goal is by the end of 2017, Fruitfunk has exported her products to at least 1 food wholesaler in Canada who will sell it to supermarkets in Canada. And the long-term goal is within 3 years, Fruitfunk will be a very important player in the Canadian food market with healthy products for children.
Risk assessment. As you can see in this matrix, we have some risks. The strategic risk, financial risk, hazard risk and operational risk. The first risk I'm going to explain for Fruitfunk is the strategic risk. The probability is medium and not high, because if the Canadian competition is approached well, Fruitfunk has a big chance to succeed in the Canadian market. However, if the competition is approached poorly, or marketing budgets are shortened or low, Fruitfunk might not have a chance to break through in the Canadian market for healthy snacks. Also, the probability of a change in customer behavior or big industrials changes is low for the coming years, so that's why the probability is medium. Then the financial risk, as you can see, also probability is medium and the impact is severe critical. Fruitfunk is a young company and does not have a lot of resources. However, it is backed up by a big investment company named BOM. This is an investment company who helps Fruitfunk gain more market and brand awareness, which makes Fruitfunk financially capable of entering different markets. Payments are done within a reasonable time period in Canada, and Canadian companies are mostly healthy. We chose to give the financial risk an impact of severe critical and a medium probability, because BOM investment company has Fruitfunk's back. The operational risk is also a risk for Fruitfunk, because Fruitfunk is established in the Netherlands. They will not have an office or factory in Canada in the Begin Stadium. This means that the products need to be shipped to Canada. While shipped, a lot of things can go wrong, a lot of unforeseen things. So that's why we give the operational risk this position. Then the last risk is the hazard risk. It is very unlikely to have any hazards on Canadian soil. There are not many nature hazards, and Canada is an economical and politically stable country. However, there still is a small risk of unpredictable hazards, economical or political. So that's why we gave the hazard risk low probability and a moderate impact.
We're now going to talk about the strategic fit and the improvement of Fruitfunk. What they need to have to do to improve and be successful in Canada. Fruitfunk need to hire people with international market experience because they know the market in Canada, and it's very important to be successful. They need an international market department, and also a social media page for Fruitfunk has to be international because people want to find you on the internet. Website has to be available in French because Canada is a two-language country with English and French people. Pages must be changed to be ready for the export country, packages I mean. Design has to be changed to Canadian requirements, because the Canadians have other requirements than in Holland. And we need to research and development department to stay ahead on the competition. As you can see in the table on the right, you can see how much effort it costs for Fruitfunk per subject and how much result it will deliver. So now we're going to talk about the implementation plan of Fruitfunk and how we can be successful.
I will start with distribution and logistics. From one of the panel discussions with a logistic expert, we have gained some really useful information about the distribution and logistics. We have decided that Fruitfunk will sell her products through indirect distribution. This means that the company will sell indirectly to her customers and consumers. Also, we have decided that Fruitfunk is going to sell her products through a non-equity mode. Fruitfunk wants to sell her products on the export market, but doesn't want to acquire or invest in companies abroad. We think that this is the best option for Fruitfunk in the beginning, because Fruitfunk is a starting company with little experience on the Canadian market. To sell the products in Canada, our advice is that Fruitfunk is to collaborate with a food whole chain. We have chosen for a big player on the Canadian market named the Horizon Group. This company delivers products to national food stores and grocery stores in the biggest southern parts of Canada, where our target group is living. For the transportation of the product, our advice is to transport it by airplane. As Jill already said in the beginning, little amounts will be transported to Canada to see if the product has a potential on the market, so airplane will be the cheapest option for this. And also the product is made of fruit, so it has an expiration date. For the transportation, Fruitfunk can collaborate with the shipping agent named xplek.nl. This is a Dutch company who is an expert on transporting products all over the world. This company will arrange the transport from departure till arrival, and this includes the shipping documents and insurances. This company has local partners who will arrange the transport in Canada. And from there, I'm going to talk about the supply chain integration. Fruitfunk is dependent on her suppliers and manufacturers in the for us unknown countries. First of all, the raw materials are produced somewhere in Europe. The products get sorted and delivered to suppliers, and they process the products and make it ready for manufacturing. After the manufacturing process, the products will be sent from the European countries to Tilburg. We assume that this will be via trucks. Here the products will be developed and be stored. The product is now ready for use. The customers, so the food chains, can place their orders through the partnership with Fruitfunk. And from the storage, Fruitfunk will make the product customer ready and will export it to Canada. In this context, customer ready means that Fruitfunk will make the orders ready for the food chains. Once the orders are placed, the products will be distributed to Canada by airplane. At the airport, the transportation company will take over. This company will transport the products from the airport to the food chains. and the food chain will sell the products to the supermarket, who will ultimately sell the products to the consumers.
We are going to tell you now something about the marketing plan, and we will do this via the product, price, place and promotion. First of all, the core product. The core product Fruitfunk is going to sell is a solution to have a healthy but lovely snack. And they will do that via the physical product, and this will be the family box of Fruitfunk. As you can see on the right, this is the ID. And this box was first a plastic bag in the Netherlands, but that will explode during transport, so we decided to make it a paper box. And this box contains 10 small packages with cookies of Fruitfunk. And the image of these big packages will be child friendly and looks very attractive. We're going to use the figures of Disney just like we do in the Netherlands. The extensive product is a good service in the places where the Fruitfunk will be sold, and also it will be the possibility to inform more detailed on the website. There is no possibility to buy the products on the website, and the consumer has to show the opportunity to inform herself more about the product and the interesting facts. The price and the selling price of the family box will be $3.50 per family box, and this contains, as I mentioned before, 10 small packages. We will continue with place, and we were going to sell the product in the states Quebec, Ontario, Alberta and British Columbia. And as you can see that these are the southern states of Canada, and the Horizon Distribution Group is going to help us to deliver the products to the food services. And then we will continue to the promotion. First of all, as Niels already mentioned, we will make our social media and our website international, and the website especially in French, and the social media needs to be English and French also. Then we will start to make posters, and we're going to make several attractive posters which will be used to show in the elementary schools, and these posters will be full of colors and collaborate to the colors of the packages of Fruitfunk. Then we will make a healthy puzzle book, and this puzzle book is full with healthy snacks and healthy games and healthy facts especially. And this type of promotion is a playful way to learn the children about healthy food, and makes it also interesting for the teachers and the parents to give it to their children. And several educational consultants have the opinion that doing a game is the way to learn more about healthy living. And the puzzle book will be sent to different elementary schools in the southern states to support the lessons and to promote our product. In addition to the healthy puzzle book, we will make also a game for the iPad and also for other mobile devices. And the segmentation told us that the iPad is very popular for a popular device for the children to play with. And by responding to this need of the playing with the iPad in combination with the need to live healthy, we want to achieve a greater awareness. And the last one to promote is the gym bag. And you can see it in the picture on the left in several colors. Because eating healthy is not the only way to live healthy. You also need to move. And to make this connection between the healthy product of Fruitfunk and the idea of the healthy living and moving, Fruitfunk will add a gym bag at the packages of the family box, and this gym bag is a very happy bag with connection to a healthy and happy life that starts with the children.
Okay, now we'll discuss the 4C model. First, the cure benefit. A big problem is that more and more children are obese. They eat more and play less sports. Often there is no time to make a healthy lunch or dinner, and snacks are most of the time unhealthy, like cookies and chips. Fruitfunk provides healthy snacks for children. The design of the packages approaches children. They will recognize the Disney figures. It will be easier for parents to give the healthy snacks because it looks fun. It doesn't look like a healthy snack. It could be useful for the breaks at school or when they watch a movie and want to snack something. Then the cost for consumer. On packages is mentioned there is no sugar added to the product. A positive result for parents who doesn't want their kids eat unhealthy foods. The products are 100% natural free from artificial colors, flavors and fragrances, gluten-free, lactose-free, vegetarian and halal. So if a child is allergic for anything, it could still eat it. Then the convenience. To introduce the product, Fruitfunk will start selling it to elementary schools. The schools give this twice a week to children during the school break, so children eat at least twice a week a healthy snack. It is a good way to introduce the products to the parents and children. The competition in supermarkets in Canada is fierce, so through this way we build a name. And on the longer term it will be sold in supermarkets, so it will be easier for the parents to buy it. The communication. Fruitfunk will communicate via social media, a website and a sales agent. A good website starts with a good design, a great customer service and information that will find easily. The website will be available in English and French. The sales agent will be the one, will be the contact for the schools in Canada. Adequate contact will be a key for successful sales. He or she will be open-minded and knows everything about doing business in Canada. To introduce products to the children, we will make a small puzzle box. Marika already mentioned it. And social media will be used for informations in a way customers can connect Fruitfunk for any questions and feedback.
The legislation. Both fresh fruit and dried fruit are allowed to import or export to Canada, so that's not a problem for Fruitfunk. Each shipment must be accompanied by an import declaration form in duplicate, which indicates that the products meet the requirements of the processed products regulation and were processed under sanitary conditions, and that they were wholesome and fit for human consumption at time of shipment. Well, of course there are other permits and forms needed. Fruitfunk needs a duplicate of a cargo control documents, a duplicate of an invoice to support the value of the goods, and a duplicate of a fully completed B3 form. A B3 form is needed when the goods are worth more than 1,600 Canadian dollars. And next to these forms and permits, also the standard permits are needed. Well, this process can be speeded up by a first permit, that's a frequent import release system permit, and these permits are only given if the product is imported frequently enough and it contains a no risk at the product. And of course, special packaging or a temperature controlled shipping environment is needed to export Fruitfunk to Canada.
So this brings us to the costs, and I will mention a few of them. First of all, maybe interesting to know is that the posters, they also need to be printed but also need to be designed, and we calculated and informed by a printing company for this amount. For the gym bag, we found a very cheap partner in China who is going to help to make us. And the puzzle book is also the same story with the posters. They need to be printed but also need to be designed. We need content for it, and we also need text for it. And the game needs to be developed, and that's the most expensive one of the costs. And it brings us to almost more than $33,000.
Then the turnover plan of Fruitfunk. It's the turnover plan of 2018 because we expect that Fruitfunk will start selling Fruitfunk in Canada in 2018. So I won't explain all the costs, but we have a purchase price per piece of 2,300, and the selling price is $3,067, And you can see the pieces sold. And as you can see, Fruitfunk won't make profit in the first year. They will make a loss over $7,000, but this is because they have a high investment cost of marketing in the first year. It's like almost $3,000 a month. And we expect that the first year Fruitfunk will sell a lot less than in the second year. This is because we think that the Canadian market first has to get used to the fact of the Fruitfunk products. And when they are more common with the products, Fruitfunk will sell more and more. So the first year they will make a loss, but after that they will make a lot of profit.
We're now going to look to the planning. If you want to be successful in Canada, you need the planning. First of all, the export price list must be complete and published at the beginning. Then we have to adopt the product for exporting. Our website needs to be ready for exporting. And we have to need appointed experts for exporting, so we know Canada and the market. The export marketing material must be ready at June. The old strategy must be ready for implementation in July. And the promotion sales people must be in Canada at the wholesalers at August. So we expect our first order in November. And that makes the planning of year one.
Well, thank you for your attention. This was our presentation. I hope you enjoyed.